Hey guys, just wanted to share a project that I've been working on. This is a canvas that I did for a friend of mine. She's actually studying oceanography in school, so she had seen a project that I had done probably about 2 years ago now and said, "Can you make me something like that?" So this isn't exactly like the one I did for myself, which was not on canvas. It was on watercolor paper and it's a different image entirely, but it's along the same, kind of underwater theme. So what I did was I took a canvas and sprayed it first with the Lindy's, and in order to get this sort of water droplet look, I sprayed the canvas and I did that over my craft mat, and then any of that overspray was what created these water droplets. I dried the canvas with my heat gun and then took the canvas and laid it in the wet overspray that was on my craft mat, and kind of it created these darker splotches that are you see on the canvas to give it more of a that texture watery look that I wanted to get. So that's how I created the backdrop. The other thing I did was I used this is a Tim Holtz die. It's the new Sizzlitz greenery die, and this is one of the pieces it cuts to make it look like kelp. And again, I used Lindy's to spray it in this green color, and I used the Lindy's as well to also spray the seam binding. It's like a kelp green color. There's 2 or 3 colors that I use to get this variation of color here. That you're seeing, and I also used it up in here on this wood veneer that I got from Michaels. It says Believe, and I can't get it all into the shot, but you all have seen this before. This is not a new wood veneer. I also covered the wood veneer with glossy accents, and that's why you're getting that glare down on the wood veneer here. I used an Arctic cake, which is a seahorse. She really loves seahorses because she's got this little birthmark that looks like a seahorse on her hand. So that's why that's there. This is a Some Odd Girl stamp that I colored with Copics. And I have the colors. Where are the colors? I had them laid out, which of course I no longer can find on my desk. Sorry about that. I had them. But if you're wondering what they are, just PM me or just leave a comment below and I'll put the colors out there. One of the things that I like to do with my Copic images is for her, since she is a mermaid, you notice that there's these little dots, and that was to make it look like scales, since she is a mermaid. And I used some of the Wink of Stella as well on a few parts of her, but you can't really see it unless I move the canvas. At the bottom, I use some Zing embossing powder here to simulate the sand. And I also glued some seashells. These are actual seashells down to the canvas. And some of these I'd gotten from Carla. Hi, Carla, if you're watching, who is Smarty Pants Kids here on YouTube. She gave me a treasure chest that had a beach theme, and it was perfect because some of the seashells I used here, I didn't have this shape, and I didn't have this one here, and I think some of these other ones here are from her. Also the anchor and the sand dollar, you can't really see that it's a sand dollar, but if I lift it up you'll see it. I'll bring it closer once I've done explaining. And then this is some cheesecloth that I got from Joann's. It's from Making Memories, actually. They have it in the scrapbook aisle. And I sprayed it with Lindy's again, the same color as the kelp here, and the seam binding. So it took the coloring a little differently than the seam binding did, even though it's fabric as well. And then I used one of these pieces, was also in that treasure chest. And then in the upper, I guess it's the right corner, I used glossy accents to make these little bubbles floating up. And that is my project share, and I hope she enjoys it. She's not a crafter, so I know she won't see this video, but this is going to be going out to her in the mail. And let me go ahead and bring it closer so you can see the detail in the mermaid. I like the way that she turned out with the hair and the seashell behind her ears. You can see the Wink of Stella now as I turn it. And I'm trying to get used to the camera angle. So that is my altered canvas, and I hope you like it. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Thanks for watching.